So here's kind of like my daily task, guys. Getting in there, getting off the water spots from the mist, doing a little bit of spot check here in a second, I believe. Um, Pesky water, man, I'm telling you. And I even have a reversed osmosis, and I still get hard water spots. And if you don't keep up with it, it gets rough. In some of my other videos, you will probably see some water spots on my reticulated python's enclosure, as I cannot remove the glass like you are supposed to. So that kind of stinks. Hard water spots suck. But anyways, here we go. So, like I said, this is a lemon corn snake. He's 5 to 6 years old. This is a pretty average size, guys. He's just a little shy of 5 foot. As you can tell, he's super gorgeous. He's got that nice yellow um, saddle to him, and then he's got it's almost like a gray checker pattern in between um, on his head. Um, where'd I go? Let's see here. Come on, get back in the picture. Sorry about this. I guess I thought I was in the picture. There we go. Okay. As you can see, that beautiful pattern. And this guy really looks amazing after he has had a shed. After his shed, he starts to kind of get a little more of a pale yellow. And he hasn't had a shed in about probably 2 or 3 weeks. So we will be getting there pretty soon. He should have another shed. He's always super vibrant. Here we go. Decided I was going to try to put him back in. He wanted to go out the back, and there he goes, wrapping the tail around the wires, giving me a run for my money. Guys, if you notice, I know this snake is not going to bite me. He's never tried to bite. I can do anything I want to with this snake, and he's just whatever. I'm on the move. This is probably my most active snake when it comes to holding. He always wants to be moving. He's not like the retics that kind of want to ball up around your arm and just kind of crawl all over you. He wants to get down. He wants to get anywhere he can other than my hands. Um, but he handles really well. You never have to worry. This is a snake that when people come over that aren't comfortable with snakes, to the left you can't see it, but there is a baby Emil corn snake in the other enclosure next to him. And a lot of times I'll start people out with, hey, hold this little snake, it can't hurt you. A mosquito bite hurts worse than this. And I know he doesn't bite, he's never bit at me. And so they'll enjoy it, and then they move up to this guy. And so here I think I'm just kind of going over the genetics. Like I said, Lemon is, the short term. He's got, I want to say there's 4 genes that make up the Lemon. And one of them is sun-kissed. And I believe it is the sun-kissed one that a lot of people throw a fit over because there can be a neurological issue called stargazing. Now, I've never had that issue with this snake, but I do know it is a corn snake thing with a few certain genes, just like, the ball python and, geez, what gene is that? I can't remember what gene they have where they kind of had a head wobble. So this is similar. They call it the stargazer. They look up at the sky, I assume. I haven't really looked into it. I just know that can be an issue with one of the genes that is in Lemon. I believe is that sun-kissed. Don't hold me to it. Do your research. But that's the only downfall to some of these morphs is some of them come with some neurological issues. That being said, typically, if you watch out for it and you know what you're breeding together, here I am going through getting some poop, guys, some poop and urates. He had a couple mice his last feed, so he's got a couple little turds spread out there. We'll get those all cleaned up. Make sure we get any urates. Right here I'm actually grabbing one of my cleanup crew members. That is a zebra isopod. I also have powder blue dwarf isopods, um, dairy cow isopods, and springtail. So there's that. Going through, just making sure I didn't miss anything. Cool, cool. So we got it all there. Just a little double check. This is literally a daily routine, going in and spot checking and getting fresh water. Got to keep your snakes happy and healthy. If I was going to recommend a starter snake, I would recommend a corn snake every day of the week. I love them. Super, super docile animals. Can't beat it. Let's see here. How much more we got to go here? Okay. So, here I am. I'm going to let you guys take a look at this guy while I go grab a fresh bowl of water, get that all cleaned out. This guy typically burrows quite a bit. You don't see him too much. He likes to hide. If you are looking for a snake that's more of a display snake, corn snakes typically hide. Don't know why, but they like to burrow. They like to be under their hides. They don't want to be seen. You come in the snake room at night, and they're everywhere. So here you can see he's starting to do his little burrow. This is an ABG mix for bioactive, obviously, and it actually allows him to burrow quite nicely. It's a pretty loose soil, and it allows him to burrow as he pleases, which is good for him. If he likes to burrow, I'm going to encourage it. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, maybe if you want to see your snake every day, you won't like a snake that burrows, but for me, it's no big deal. I know where he is. I know he's okay. And if he's happy and healthy, that's all that really matters, guys. So just keep that in your mind when you are buying a snake. These snakes do like to be secluded. They do like to hide. And so you're not always going to see them. And if you're in it to see your animal every day, I mean, the only way that's going to happen is if you literally just put it in an enclosure with no hide, no substrate, craft paper, a water bowl, and that's it. That's really the only way you're guaranteed to see your snake every day. But if you're like me, and like I said, get in there every day, change their water, do a little bit of spot cleaning, deep clean once, twice a week if it gets real bad, you will see your snakes every time you get in there. I don't care which ones they are, they typically pop their head out wanting to know what the hell you're doing in their enclosure. So here I go, I'm scaring the crap out of them, making all kinds of noise there. I'm getting that water bowl put back in there. Okay. Now guys, even though I have a reverse osmosis system, I still use water treatment. So, that being said, here in a second you're going to see me grab some ReptiSafe. I actually use one of my daughter's little Tylenol syringes that comes with the children's Tylenol. And I will put 3-4 drops in that water bowl. It doesn't need a whole lot. Now if we were filling up my turtle tank, I would be putting a tremendous amount in there. This is just a good way to make sure that they're not getting any of the things that they don't need that we need as people. We've got a lot of additives in our water for our teeth. This is something that helps make sure the snake doesn't need all that crap. It's a dechlorinator. Make sure it gets any of that out of the water. Super simple way to keep your animals safe. You can add copper if you want. There's all kinds of good stuff. But if you're trying to get into a corn snake, I highly recommend it. Like I said, that guy's 5 to 6 years old. They don't get much bigger. So if you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and the next video will probably be of the reticulated pythons that